Milan and Napoli got their first losses of the season. 18-year-old Felix Afena-Gyan scored twice for Roma. And Shevchenko loses his first Serie A match as a manager. This is Calcio. Buonasera and bentornato to This is Calcio. Let's get right into it. Roma grabbed all 3 points at Genoa thanks to Felix Afena-Gyan. The 18-year-old came on as a substitute for Shomurodov with 15 minutes to go and went on to score 2 goals, a first-time shot in the 82nd minute and another in additional time, a shot from outside the box into the far top corner. Mourinho then bought the Ghanaian the shoes that he wanted, a promise made before the match that if Felix scored against Genoa, he would buy the shoes for him. This was also Andrea Shevchenko's first match as the new Genoa manager after he was appointed before the international break. Milan lost their first match of the season. In a bizarre game in Florence, the Rossoneri were 2-0 down at halftime with Alfred Duncan and Riccardo Saponara providing the goals for Fiorentina. The second half produced more goals as both Dusan Vlahovic and Zlatan Ibrahimovic scored a brace each before Lorenzo Venuti's own goal right at the end of the match made it 4-3 for the home team. Napoli could not take advantage of Milan's loss to Fiorentina the previous day as they too succumbed to their first defeat of the season. The Partenope had opened the scoring through Zielinski, but Hakan Çalhanoğlu leveled the score with a penalty before giving the assist to Ivan Perisic and putting Inter in the lead at halftime. Lautaro Martinez added a third for the Nerazzurri just after the hour, but Dries Mertens pulled one back for Napoli in the 79th minute, 5 minutes after coming on as a substitute. Napoli's loss was made worse as striker Victor Osimhen is ruled out for 2 months following several facial fractures. Juventus follow up their not-so-convincing win against Fiorentina in round 12 with another win, this time against Lazio, with Leonardo Bonucci providing the goals, both from the penalty spot. Elsewhere, Atalanta demolished Spezia by 5-2, while Sassuolo played out a 2-2 draw against relegation team Cagliari. Venezia made it 2 in a row with this away win against Bologna, and in Salerno, it was the Antonio Candreva show as he and Sampdoria beat Salernitana 2-0. Hellas Verona are on a 5-match unbeaten run with this win against Empoli, while Torino bounced back from the disappointing loss to Spezia with a 2-1 win against Udinese. Here is the league standings after 13 rounds of matches in the Serie A. Napoli and Milan are still at the top, but champions Inter has closed the gap to just 4 points. Roma and Lazio switch places with the Giallorossi a point ahead of their rivals, while the Biancocelesti are level on points with Fiorentina and Juventus. Sampdoria climbed out of the relegation zone and is now on 16th, while Genoa took their place. Cagliari has moved off the bottom of the table as they switch places with Salernitana, with both of them having collected only 7 points. It's a relegation battle, 19th v 20th, Cagliari v Salernitana. Salernitana have won more games than Cagliari have, but they also have lost more times than Cagliari have this season. Joao Pedro of Cagliari is the 4th highest scorer in the Serie A so far with 8 goals, and he will likely want to add to that tally. The last two league meetings between these two teams were in the 2015-2016 season of the Serie B, with the Sardinians winning both matches. Both teams have also conceded 28 goals so far this season. A win for either team might see them get out of the relegation zone. After their devastating loss to Chelsea in the Champions League, Juventus will want to get back to winning ways and make their steady progress up the table once again. But the Bianconeri have only won twice against Atalanta in 9 meetings. However, the Bergamo side have managed only one win against Juventus in the same period. But Duvan Zapata will want to add on to his 8 goals that he has already scored this season, with Mario Pasalic providing the assists. Both Napoli and Lazio had losses in the league last week, with Napoli tasting defeat for the first time. The Partenope will be without Victor Osimhen, who is out for 2 months, while Ciro Immobile, who sat out the Juventus game, may be available. Immobile also took some time out last week as he was the referee for the charity match between a selection of the World Roma organization and the Vatican City national team. The selection team represents an association charged with protecting the rights of ethnic Roma inhabitants. The match ended 7-all. Despite conceding 3 goals against Inter last week, Napoli still only have conceded 1/3 as many goals as Lazio have. Lazio have conceded 21 goals this season. If Napoli loses this match, it will be the first time that they have lost 2 matches in a row since December 2020. The last time round, they were beaten by Inter and Lazio. Here are the rest of the matches for round 14 of the Serie A. The Tuscan derby, Empoli v Fiorentina, will be on at 10 p.m. on Saturday, along with Sampdoria v Hellas Verona. Venezia hosts Inter on Sunday morning, while Udinese entertains relegation battler Genoa at 7:30 p.m. Milan will want to get over their defeat to Fiorentina. They will host Sassuolo at 10 p.m. while Bologna visits Spezia. Will Felix Afena-Gyan be in the starting lineup as Roma faces off against Torino? Catch that match on Monday morning. That's all we have for you today. Thank you for watching, and remember, no pineapples on pizza. Ciao.